Alright guys, how are you? Welcome back. It's your boy, your host, Hebot. This is another episode of Toys in My Closet, and today you see I have here what is rumored to be one of the last waves of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. And I truly believe if that's the case, it's merely probably because Hasbro is trying to rebrand the product because they're supposed to be having new movies with some Netflix deals, and those are having a lot of issues, and they probably want to relaunch it with a new show, with a new type of style of buck that you can move around and more, how can you say, modernized, because these bucks that these Power Rangers have been using have been the same bucks since the Lightning Collections first started. And I think it goes as far back as maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 years now. And of course, they're good bucks, but they definitely would have a lot of beneficial benefits from being updated, right? So let's get right to it. Here are the boxes of the latest wave. It's 3 in the wave. Of course, we'll start off with none other than the yellow RPM Ranger. And there's a nice product shot of her in the front, looking really nice with the actual artwork here on the side. Power Rangers, of course, Lightning Collection. Then on the spine, you see the RPM Power Ranger logo and the writing, and then a picture of the helmet of the character. And then the awesome artwork on the side with RPM in the side, in the full, with the full art going down the spine on the other side. Then, of course, in the back, you have a picture of the character, as you see there, with the helmet, the portrait, human portrait, and then all of the accessories that comes, and the other picture of the figure again. Some legalese and therefore. So there is the yellow RPM Ranger. Now we'll take a quick look at the next one, which is none other than the Power Rangers Lightning Speed Rescue Blue Ranger. So Lightning Speed Rescue Blue Ranger. So they're starting new factions that these will essentially be the first figures, but we'll have to wait and see when they bring out more of them, because this is a new team, right? And this is the first time that I've seen Lightning Speed Rescue. Rescue. Now, any real Power Ranger enthusiast, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I've always said my attachment to the Power Rangers is because my son always loved Power Rangers when he was little, and since they're very much like real futuristic looking ninjas, I love ninjas, so that's why I like collecting them. I think they're great. And you see a product shot of him there on the Blue Ranger, and then the spine again, same thing. Par for the course, Power Rangers, Lightning Rescue Blue Ranger, a picture of the helmet, and then on the other side, the actual artwork of the character from wherever they got it. And then, of course, we have the character, the portrait, accessories they come with, a picture, again, of the figure itself, then the legalese. So, there is the Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger. And now, last but certainly not least, you have none other than Turbo Red Ranger. And here's Turbo Red Ranger. I believe we've gotten some other Turbo characters, but not many. So here's the Turbo Red in all of his glory. There's the artwork of the actual fig. Then the artwork on the corner, Power Rangers. You go to the spine, boop, red. Beautiful red, very vibrant. With the Power Rangers logo, Turbo Red Ranger there. With the helmet, obviously there. Then on the other side of the spine, we get the wonderful artwork with the logo, and then the whole artwork of the character. Turn it to the back, bam! Here we are. There is the Red Ranger's portrait and all of his accessories. This one looks like he comes with a really nice amount. And then another picture of the figure there in the front with the legalese. So, pretty much par for the course for all the packaging. And to be honest, with all these packagings being in the box, I kind of like the way they are, the way they've been. I kind of like the way they are and the way they've been since they started coming out. In these all in box, I get it. I know why people don't like it, because people have been funny and stolen stuff and swap it out. I get it, but it does look cool. I think it looks better than what they have with the window box opening, to be honest with you. So let's get ready to take a quicker look at these, a closer look. Let's take them out of packaging, see what they have to offer, see if they're worth the time, see if they're not worth the time, or, you know, if they're just duds. So sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and I hope you stay with me for the whole ride and the whole review. So I'll see you guys in a blink of an eye. All right, guys, so here we are. We're back, and let's take a quick look first at the RPM Yellow Ranger. And she looks really fabulous. Very, very bright. Very, very, how you call it, standout, right? Let's take a quick look. I have her on a little stand at the moment. But let's come and take a closer look at the portrait of her face, which I think is actually really, really nice in comparison to some other stuff that's been released before. And you see the nice shading of highlights of blonde and brownish, or beige if you will, in her hair to give the illusion that she has like a dirty blondish look. The collar is white in the neckline, the tempo on the chest. It looks like a number 3, to be honest with you, with a kind of a dragony look. It looks really well done, with even little highlights of silver around it. Then the silver that goes down on the straps, that go down all the way to the belt buckle, with the G symbol. A nice glossy black on the leather straps with all the little pouches and stuff that makes it look like that leathery texture. And then in the arms, you see the line that goes down. Obviously, it doesn't look straight line because if you move it, right, you have to make sure it's lined up. But if you look at it, you know, when it's lined up, it looks pretty clean and very nicely done. The black on the forearm brace or glove at the end with leathery look, and then the white gloves, of course, on each side. Same thing on the other side of her arm with the yellow dress or the yellow suit that seems to have kind of like a skirt looking thing in the bottom, which usually the Yellow Ranger doesn't have. It's usually the Pink Ranger. Usually the Yellow Ranger is just a complete bodysuit that looks like a race or swimming suit. So going down is just that yellow. The kneecaps look a little bit different, the color yellow, but that's probably due to the difference in plastic, so they didn't come out matching 100%, but they don't look as bad in person. Then the top side of the boot, at the very top, that leather black with the boots going down all in that yellow. So she looks really, really nice. So the first thing we should do here is take a look at her with the helmet. So let's do a quick head swap. So we'll pop it out like so, the head, and then bring over the helmet and pop that on, and there we go. Here we have the helmet on, and the helmet looks really, really good with the silvers and the blacks on the ears, the big black vibrant shiny visor like an astronaut almost, with the whites around it. The ears look almost like a tire with rims, and then you see in the top it has like 2 pipes, and what looks to be like a little see-through visor, almost like a sunroof in a car, and then that little symbol there, which I guess means something, but I'm not sure. So again, she looks really good with the helmet, as you can see. So what we'll do now is we'll take a quick look at the accessories that she in particular comes with. So here we are. Here we have the accessories. We'll start off. She comes with an extra set of hands, like so, and here they go. It's one open splayed hand to, like, when you have a martial arts pose. She can put her hand up, obviously. She has 2 of those, and then a gripping style hand will hold the gun. It kind of looks like a trigger finger, and then she has 2 for that as well, a matching set. A translucent electric piece that looks like a translucent red looks like electricity going through, which looks really nice and has been used before. It's not a new piece. Her blaster, as you can see there, the blaster looks like the handle that they use when you put gas in the gas station. You know that handle that pumps in the gas into the tank in the gas station? That's exactly what the handle looks like, which is awesome. It has some reds, some blues, and metallic, silver, gunmetal, and the blacks, which I think that's actually pretty clever. To be quite honest with you, that's pretty clever. Then you have the same effect, but in the form of a sword. And there you go again. You see that? It looks like a pumping gas thing. Difference being it's closed up, it's straight, and it turns into a sword. And I'm missing paint there because I put on the effect and it kind of scraped off the paint. But there are the accessories. So now let's take a quick look at her articulation. So as far as the articulation, the head goes left, it goes right, it goes down just a tad and goes up not quite, just very minimalistic. As far as the shoulders, it goes up that much, and the plastic feels very soft and gummy. 180 degrees. Obviously we have the bicep swivel, the double on the elbow, then you have the wrist swivel, and in this case the hinge goes down and up. Then the cut on the torso, which goes left and right, goes back a little bit, goes forward a little bit, goes kind of left and right, and then you have the other swivel that goes on the waist and then all the way back as well. And you have the split, which is a very good split, as you can see there. Then you have the thigh swivel, the double on the knee, the boot cut swivel, and then the hinge that goes back that much, forward that much, and a forward pin rocker. So par for the course thus far. Oh, and it has the drop down. See if I can show it to you. Right there, the drop down and drop up leg articulation. So par for the course as far as Power Rangers from the past very well go. And even though she has a different design, she still has pretty much the same articulation. That's basically my point. So now what we'll do is we'll put on the accessories on her and see what she looks with the accessories on. So here we are. Here we have the Yellow Ranger with all of her accessories. Blaster on the side, blaster in the hands, the effects. And obviously the hands you swap out how you please and choose to pose and show off on your display. So she looks really, really nice and really great. So next we'll move on to the next Ranger, which is the Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger. Okay guys, and here we have the Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger. Like I said, let's take a quick look. And again, he looks really, really cool. His face has like a frown. I think he's Asian. I'm not sure if the actor that played him was really Asian, but at least for the portrait, he looks Asian. And he has a little frown. I like the cool kind of star-looking design, or X-looking design. It is missing a really big paint splotch right there. But again, that's stuff that happens that, due to the high demands and high volumes of of figures that they produce and make, these type of things happen. You know, it's a quality control issue, but it's not something that's done deliberately. These are a lot of times on a line, and you know, it just happens. You know, it has a nice, beautiful, dark, kind of sheeny blue with a nice sheen. It looks almost like it has some wash in it, but it really doesn't. It just looks that way. The gold trimming on the top of the glove with the symbol, which looks really awesome. The white gloves. The white goes all the way down here to the stomach area, and then you see the symbol there again in the gold of belt buckle with this little, you know, gun holster, and then the belt going around in that nice darker gold, and then again on the other side, top trim of the glove on his other hand, and then goes all the way around with the gold as well. And just typical blue, you know, going down with the suit, and then the gold trim again there on top of the boot area, and again with the little symbol, and then the white boots going down. So again, simplistic but nice looking, you know, and this body buck looks to be more slender than the other stuff that we've seen. So looks really cool, really nice. Now let's take a look at him with his actual you know, helmet, which is one of the accessories, I guess, but it's his helmet. And so take the helmet and we'll pop it on. I think it's already on. Yeah, it did go on. Oh, that was pretty easy. And here we go. And there he is with the helmet. This time looking almost like a shield. Nice black with the sheen, and then the lines going across and on the top. And it's pretty clean for the most part. It's pretty clean paint job. And then the white on the neckline, it looks almost like a turtleneck, so to speak. Right? So now let's take a quick look at his accessories and what he came with. And here are his accessories. He comes with another set of hands, 4 hands together and 2 sets. And this is the fisticuffs hands, as you can see, in the nice white. A little trim and detail on the top of the glove, which are really traditional for most Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures to begin with. And then another effect that has been used again, but this time in teal, or yeah, I would say teal, translucent teal. Really nice looking, very nice. Then again, his blaster right here. That looks really nice with the number 2 there. The black little symbol there painted, and then the rest is red plastic, and then the gold down here. But it looks really good. It looks really nice, I can't lie. And then of course you have the same gun, but formed into a, you know, sword, so to speak, right? And there it is at the tip of the sword area, being a silver gunmetal with the blacks and the golds as well. And even this one has the symbol there of the number 2, as you can see. So really nicely detailed. So as far as the accessories, that's pretty much what it came with. And then of course, if you want to count the helmet and the extra head portrait, you can, but that's pretty much it. So now let's take a look at Blue Lightspeed Rangers articulation really fast. Here we are, articulation again. Hand moves left and right, and this is the male body. Down that much, up that much. The shoulder goes more up more than the female, and it has a nice butterfly effect. The bicep, obviously, the double on the elbow, and it's seamless with no pins. And then you have the wrist swivel, and in this case it goes up and down as well. And in the torso area, you see the cut. It goes left, it goes right, a nice amount, left and right. It goes back about that much, and you see a little gappage. So it goes back about that much, and then goes forward about that. that much, like so. And you know, of course it spins. And then with this extra piece here by the waist, it goes down that much. It goes hyperextends back that much. And then it has the drop down legs. It does the Van Dam split pretty well, as you can see. And then you could do the thigh swivel, the double on the knee, boot cut, of course, and then the leg or foot goes back that much, forward that much, and the forward pin rocker. Same exact thing. So again, par for the course, same exact style. Then you can do some really high kicks about that much and go back somewhat like that with some kicks. So the range of articulation, as always, really well done, and it is a nice amount so that you can pose them and do a lot of dynamic posing with them very well, with no problem, with ease, basically, with ease, baby, with ease. So there you have it. Now let's take a look at him with his accessories. Okay, so here we have the Lightspeed Blue Rescue Ranger, or the Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger with its accessories. And again, you can get him in nice posing position because of the articulation. He looks really good, again, with this blaster in one hand, as you see, as I put on here for him. Lift it up, kind of like so, and then the black, you know, the blade on the other hand with the lightning, as you can see. So it looks really nice. You know, posability, the presence on the shelves for these, you know, Power Rangers, always, I say, look really cool. I kind of feel like the one I have here, the leg on this side, feels like it's probably a little bit loose, and he's kind of not wanting to hold, but you know, it is what it is. You know, again, these small annoying nuisance quality control issues, even though they shouldn't be there, especially when you're paying you know, $24.99 for each figure, but they are. So you know, it's hard to say how can we fix them all together, and I think that's part of the reason why Hasbro's trying to go back to the drawing board and maybe perhaps create new body bucks for these for the future figures and iterations of Lightning Collection, because of, you know, having so many QC issues, paint issues throughout the years and time. But again, still a solid figure, looks good. So now let's take a look at the last Ranger, certainly not least, but let's take a look at the Red Ranger. And here we are, guys. Here is the Turbo Red Ranger, and let's take a closer look at him. And as you can see, his portrait is really well done. It looks like he has two blotches there, or they could be considered moles, right? Or maybe like piercing. The ears, the shading around the face to give him a 5 o'clock shadow is kind of like overdone. And because it's kind of, you know, shiny, it makes him look like he had a bunch of candy and stuff, and, you know, kind of spilled it all over his face and didn't clean it up like a little kid because of the shininess. But it is what it is. Then you have, you know, the white again on the collar, the yellow trimming and black on the collar. Then further down, yellow and black again with a black outline going around. On the shoulders, the number 1, which looks really cool, as you can see in the pyramid. And then on the other side, the symbol with another pyramid. And then if you look here, on the biceps, he has the paint that looks like white straps around it. And the stomach area, you see all these fine lines going around. This one has a lot of little details, a lot of hidden things within the details. The actual belt with 2 what looks to be like pistons, flame pistons, with the white belt on the holster for the gun. Then some more lining in the bottom in the crotch area, as you can see, going around, going down his leg and thigh there, and other side as well. Then with a nice red, suit, and then the trimming on top of the boots in black with the white, all white boots, which you can never go wrong. Looks really sharp, really clean. The way that all Red Rangers end up looking. So there is the, closer look at, the red Turbo Ranger. Now, let's take a real quick look at him with his actual helmet on, which it is swappable. Some consider it an accessory, but I don't think so, because they all wear helmets. That's all part of the appeal of Power Rangers. They are not complete without their helmets, Me personally, I think they look great. So there you have it, the sun visor in black, going across, looking almost like a butterfly shape within the whole face structure or parameter. The silver in the mouth, silver in the top, looks like two lights, silver on each side, silver for the ears that look almost like little tires, and then a sunroof, I would say, on the top here of the helmet. So the helmet looks really awesome on him and really makes the figure feel complete and stand out really well as far as the details and how cool it actually looks. So there you have it. There is the red Turbo Ranger with the helmet. So now let's take a quick look at his accessories. So really, really fast, the accessories, here we go. His second set of hands from the trigger ones he already has. He has the fisticuffs once again, as you can see, in a nice ivory white, or hyper white, whatever you want to call it. And then he has his blade, the symbol there in gold, nice gunmetal silver going across. It's a very thick blade too. And then the holster is a nice red with that piece in the back, which I believe has to do with something to do with cars. Like this looks like a cylinder for inside of a, of the motor of the car. So I'm not really sure, but I believe everything in the design and details is a little nod to, vehicles. Another effect piece, almost like the one before it, like we saw, but this time in blue, translucent, really nice. His long shield, fencing type sword, with that protective case there, with the nice C. Had details right there in yellow. Looks kind of off yellow because it's a camera, but it's not. It's a nice fiber yellow. And then the gunmetal silver going up. And then obviously the holster that hides from the bottom to protect him with the shield if he's wielding it. And then they have here the blaster, which looks like a little Ferrari, to be honest with you, like from Outrun, the video game. It's pretty cool with the rims and silver. That's a pretty cool nod with the, oh my God, what do you call it? The shield, the glass of shield of the car being all black. And there's the holster and handle. So it looks like a Ferrari, if you will. So as far as accessories, that's pretty much what he comes with. And that's pretty much what they all come with, just a few. But it's okay, it's still better than what we used to get years ago. So now let's take a look at his articulation. So for the articulation, I'm just going to show you just a little. The head goes left, right. It tilts just a little bit. Goes back ever so slightly. Goes down just a little tad as well. With the shoulders, it goes up that much. Really good. Butterfly, obviously. Same thing with the other side. It goes about that much as well. Now, everything else par for the course. The same exact thing. Bandana splits, the thigh swivels, everything's pinless. And then his portion of the torso goes left and right, all the way around, goes back that much, forward that much, but then you combine it with the waist and it goes about that much forward and it goes about that much backward. And you can feel the hyperextending, you can feel the clipping. It's almost like a clip. And then you have, that whole seamless lines that cover it up. You can't really see it. So it's really, really nice looking, really solid figure of this wave. And another awesome Red Ranger that is being represented by, the actual characters that played them, live actors that played them in real life. So there's the articulation. So now let's get the accessories on him and see what he looks like. Here we go, guys. Here is the Red Ranger with all of his accessories. He's pretty much running things right now. See him with the blade and the effect, and then you have the other sword on the top with the gun in the holster. And again, sharp looking figure. The Red Turbo Ranger is pretty nice. So I think it looks great. Looks really, really cool. So there you go. There is the Red Ranger. So now let's take a quick look at them all together side by side. So guys, here we go. Here they are all together standing side by side, which I think they look awesome. So unfortunately, even if this is the last wave for quite a while, it's sad to say or sad to hear, but I think they're going out with a nice bang because this is a really nice set. But it's sad that they start a new faction, for example, I believe with the RPM and with the lightning speed rescue, because now is how long is it going to take before they come back and get to finish these teams, because we're going to want to see them because we haven't started. So that's the only, unless it's all, just he said, she said, and everything's okay. So let's just see what happens. But I guess I'll do now like some few comparisons. Like I'll bring in the, there we go, made a mess. I was going to bring in the Jada toy, which I did. The Jada Toys Chun-Li. Let's stand her up real quick. Right there. Oh boy. And let's stand up the Lightspeed Blue Ranger. I'll put Jada Toys Chun-Li there, so you can kind of get an idea. And you can also bring in a Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, Galaxy, or what you call it, New Adventures He-Man. So we can put them right there also. And we can pan back a little bit and you can see what they look like right there. Just for point of reference. Put her over here, Chun-Li. Yeah. From Jada Toys. So again, you can see kind of the differences to do a little comparison. And then I'll do one main comparison and we'll go from there to my final thoughts. And here we go, guys. Here we have also a this is the Loyal Subjects IDW Comics Donatello, and then this is the Tucci Toys Metal Slug Double X Clark Still, which I haven't been able to review neither one of these, but I do have them, so there is a comparison. And now for one more last comparison. And here we go, guys. One last quick comparison. Here we have the Max Factory Nendroids Klonoa, which came out not too long ago. I still got to review him. And also the NECA Ultimate Yoshaki Yojimbo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. And you see the scaling is just about the same or a little bit smaller, but again, all very nice looking, and they all will look great on a shelf. You know, they have all these wonderful colors and they really pop. So now for my final thoughts. Okay, guys, so here we have the Wave, I think 23 of Power Rangers Lightning Collection. We have the RPM Yellow Ranger. We have the Lightspeed Rescue Blue Ranger. And last but certainly not least, we have the Turbo Red Ranger in all of their Power Rangers Lightning Collection glory. So, are they good figures? Absolutely. Do I think they're worth getting? Yes, especially if you're a Power Ranger fan. And also if you're action figure enthusiast and just like having good figures. Now, I love ninjas. And Power Rangers have always been ninjas in space, in time, and just overall looking very animated style. Goofy but with beautiful colors and, you know, pretty cool designs. And these figures that Hasbro has produced through the years, they're really good figures. They're better than what people probably think and actually know. And again, this has a soft spot in my heart, only because my son, when he was younger, was a Power Ranger fan and liked it. Now, he gives not two craps about it. So, it's over and done with. But it is what it is. Father's memories always last forever. So, with those memories, I enjoy the past through these figures because I also like action figures, which makes it a plus and another win-win for me. So guys, there you have it. These guys are awesome. These guys are pretty affordable. They're available right now as we speak on Amazon Prime or Amazon, on Hasbro Pulse, and I believe they're up now also on Entertainment Earth as of this review. If they're not, please, my apologies, don't get mad. It was not my intentions to direct you in the wrong path. But I would urgently tell you to pick them up because, you know, they might not print them a lot or enough after this because of the fact that it's supposed to be the end of the line for hiatus for a little while. So, you know, pick them up before, you know, you maybe don't have an opportunity to get them. That's the only thing I can honestly say from the kindness of my heart and just being as honest as possible. If you don't want to miss out. If you don't care and it's a pass, then I respect that. More power to you. So guys, give me a thumbs up if you like the review and my overall look. Give me a thumbs down if you thought it was shit, garbage, and you don't like what I do. I also respect that. It's your opinion. You have every right to do that. I'm just grateful that you took the time to come here and check out my reviews. It's all in good fun, and that means a lot to me, and that's all that matters. So, as always, share the video with someone you think might enjoy it and like it. And if you guys ever want to check me out or follow me in any way, shape, or form, you can do so in any of my social mediums. It's all down in the description below. Anything and anywhere from Twitter or even Instagram. Now, if you guys like what I do on this channel and would like to help me out in any way, shape, or form because you love what I do, you like what I do, or you just want to help me from the kindness of your heart because this is all funded out of my pocket. I do not have super chats. I do not have people giving me any income. I do not have sponsors paying me nothing. I don't even get paid for the viewerships of this, even though I do monetize the actual videos to try to see if I get something. But all I get is just views and you know, my subscriber count going up little by little. And you want to help out, again, there is a way you can do so. It's not mandatory. It's only if you want to. I do have a Patreon and PayPal information down in the description below. And finally, if you guys ever want to donate anything to the channel that you would like for me to highlight, showcase, or review, I would be more than humbled and honored to do so. Just hit me up in any of those DMs that you can find me in on social, and send me a DM and we'll work out the particulars. So guys, this is your boy and your host, Ebot, signing off one last time with another episode of Toys in My Closet with a brand new wave for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep collecting, enjoy doing it, have fun, but also remember, be considerate because we're still in trying times. Until the next one, guys, love you. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.